both teams start in their respective warp gates. We've got the Alpha and the Omega teams color-coded in red and blue respectively. Rules are no construction, no Colossus, and no Bastions. Wow, that is massive. That are crossing the road. My God, this is a slaughterhouse. It's not enough.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are here in round 2 of Miller Outfit Wars 2023 and we have brought to you another banger match, this time the Battle of the Unions, Russian Union versus Freelancers Union. I'm your cast today, Senior Brother Ro, and with me is my co-cast Galin. Just as last time, he is still creating abominations on this earth. So how are you doing? How do the experiments go?
Well, I've made a fluffy poodle with a beard and that stands up and talks to the desk, but apparently we got to stay with the dogs. Apart from that, it's all going good.
Well, if you can finish it up for the next session, then we can replace it and share this cursed image to everyone involved. I'm pretty sure they will be appreciating it.
Anyway, looks like we've got an interesting game.
Yes. We have Freelancers Union versus Russian Union. Both have taken a loss in the first round, and they are now here to actually make good on their experiences and hopefully clutch a win for one side or another. As I can see in the predictions in the chat right now, it's 49 to 51% in favor of Ruin. As we all know, the chat is never wrong. So, yeah, I guess Ruin will take this, or won't they, Glenn?
Yes, Ruin will take this because, as I agree, the chat is never wrong. Well, actually, the chat is occasionally wrong, but I think in this case might be correct.
Well, I voted for the underdogs, supposedly underdogs. I believe that if you can actually get their shit together, literally, then they can contest Ruin and actually give us a pretty nice fight on this one and clutch the win from Ruin. It really depends on how flexible they are, I guess. But before we go further into detail, let's quickly go over the match stats. Well, not stats, but the requirements. We have a red team, we have a blue team. There's no Bastions or Colossi. All other outfit material is allowed. So animals and shields and orbitals and all the nice stuff. No construction on the map. We are fighting for 3 neutral bases in the beginning and then duke it out towards the respective warp gate of the enemy. And yeah, we will see how this goes. So that everyone is on the same page, we will show you a quick trailer about the bases. Well then, now that we know all about the respective bases that we're gonna see and are being fought over, we have about 1 minute 40 on the prep timer. So Glenn has already spotted something very interesting. We will talk about this in about, well, a minute or so that nothing gets leaked beforehand. Chat still says it's 49-51 for Ruin, so we will see how that goes. Where do you want to start? On which side, Glenn?
I'm gonna start on FU side.
Alright. So let's switch the camera into the game. Ba-bum. Still need to do the transition. Memo to myself. Yeah, we have FU in the blue corner on Nexus Omega, starting Nexus Omega, and we have Ruin in the red team, starting on Nexus Alpha. So we have about 48 seconds, I guess, and at the 30-second mark you can share your insights with us. Also, I will be running a timer on my phone just in case we are losing the alert timer once again.
Okay, 30 seconds. So Ruin are starting with 4 tanks, and FU are starting with no tanks, which either means that FU's not going to tanks, or they're going to do what they've done in other matches, and they're going to have their tankers redeploy and pull from them like hydroponics instantly to try and get the advantage.
Is that actually a time advantage? Like, did we
It's
ever
a time
test it?
advantage, but it's got a serious nanite cost.
That's true. And here we go. Any second now. Alert timer, come on. Don't be shy. There it is.
Okay.
The match is on. Freelancers Union versus Russian Union. At the end of this
Mass
day,
air from both sides.
only one of the unions will stand victorious.
Okay, I'm not seeing any tanks being pulled, so it may be that FU's not going with any tanks to begin with.
This is a very interesting matchup because it's both TR outfits, so we have Mozzie on Mozzie action here, which is very rare. You cannot differentiate, like I can try to spot some stuff, but all I see is just Mozzies shooting each other.
So, FU are running with Repgals to the east, which is not actually near where their ESFs are, which is less than optimal.
Yep, the Ruin Gals are sitting on their home mountain again with 2 Burster Maxes.
The Ruin Gals are being used by the ESFs. You can see them using it for reps. The FU Gals seem to be hiding.
Yeah, FU seems to be playing very aggressive over the mountain of Ruin, which could bite them in the ass because there's just so much flak from the ground.
A small interlude. Ruin's tanks are just, eating the Sundays, unsurprisingly. However, they've managed to... Oh, come quick, tech line. Get a real comedy time. Yes. So the tank was busy eating the Sundays, and then another Sunday pulled up behind it, bottlenecked it, and the 2 Sundays killed the tank.
Interesting. The armor column for Ruin, by the way, is driving towards the middle base.
Tanks. They pulled from somewhere. I think possibly they've hacked. I don't know where they pulled them from. They pulled it from somewhere.
So Ruin is with a big armor contingency on the middle base. They also have flipped
77% of Ruin on the tech plant.
Yeah. They also have flipped the tech plant in their favor, while Bitter Gorge is completely abandoned from both teams, it seems like. Okay, there's now a few flips starting to get into Bitter Gorge. Meanwhile, what's going on the sky? Do we have a conclusion? It seems fairly chaotic.
Yeah, I think FU are pushing in and Ruin are just taking advantage of their Repgals. So I can't tell you yet.
It seems like Ruin lost one of their Repgals. It had to be repulled and is now approaching the hill again.
I mean, I'd say that currently FU's winning air because they're sitting at the tech plant.
And I see a lot of harassment on the tech plant by air, actually. What is this? This is FU air, right?
It's all FU air, but Ruin's not caring. It's just going, we're on point.
Yeah. I see an FU
You are
beacon.
better than
First
this.
drops coming
Show
in
them.
for...
If I was FU, I'd
FU?
want this top point pretty fast.
So, yeah, if going by the timers right now, the tech plant will be the first thing to be concluded. Ruin
Definitely.
Air coming in, trying to bring down those ground pounders from
Hammerich has been
FU
locked
here.
down by the
Concentrated
new
effort.
conglomerate.
I'll leave you on tech plant and go to granite. They're trying to stagger it, so there's 20 seconds on the on granite after the tech goes through.
40 seconds to go here. Ruin still in control of all the points. The FU infantry cannot make any progress.
Ruin has tank control on midpoint, vehicle control, logistics. Yeah, okay. So granite head reactor, I would be surprised. I don't think there's any FU infantry here.
So 18 seconds to go on the tech plant. FU needs to make moves right now on the points.
Oh dear.
So the upper point is in favor of FU. C point is also in favor of FU. Ruin is trying to push on the ground level right now with two guys. Catching some of the FUs off guard. Surrounding them. Oh, this is clutch for FU here. All points in FU's favor. They are taking the tech plant from Ruin. Nice steal. Good job.
Okay, FU turning up granite head with a Valk. They've also... They tried to bring the Sunday in, but they got destroyed. They've got infantry in, but then died on B point. There's not that many of them.
Okay, so A point flipping, but yeah, this is just one guy delaying
Granite
the
head's
inevitable.
definitely going to Ruin.
Yeah, middle base goes to Ruin. Very much under control here. So the last base is Bitter Gorge. 6 seconds to go in favor of FU right now. Still... Yeah, going through for FU. That means FU has 2 out of 3 bases from the beginning. Not what you expected, Glenn, or?
No, not at all what I expected, but you know, good.
So now we see concentrated Ruin Air cleanups here.
Well, it's weird because Ruin deliberately gave the air away.
So let's see, we have a flip on substation, but we also have FU sitting on a bus on the glaciers up above the middle base, getting focused fired now by the Ruin Air. So let's have a look at substation.
Substation has a beacon. FU's got an
Oh,
anvil
this is
dropping.
a strong setup. Yeah, there was an anvil attempt, but the Prowler from Ruin killed it. Point is a bit shaky, it seems like.
Yes, but if all of these guys got off the roof, they'd take it back.
3 versus 2. 2 versus 1. Reinforcements coming in now on both sides. Ruin on double doors and FU on door 1. FU stays in control.
Like, oh,
Argent Pass also flipped for FU. Meanwhile, Ruin went for hydroponics. So this is now a game of chicken. Whoever chickens out first and reinforces the defense on their respective base will probably lose the offensive. On the other.
I don't think... if this keeps going, this is... So, Anubis won and killed 5 before he got killed. I don't see a medic left on FU. Ah, there is no one turned up now.
So, there is no defense on hydro... No, never mind, I spoke too soon. There is a 50-50 on hydroponics. FU is reinforcing on substation. And Argent Pass has been resolved, and Bitter Gorge is now under attack.
Why are they fighting on Granite Head still?
I don't
makes no
understand.
sense.
There's no point for FU to be on Granite Head right now. Even if they get... No, that's the air.
There's
I
still
believe that's the
infantry.
air.
There is still infantry. Maybe it's this Ghost Cappers waiting. They're redeploying out. They're leaving.
So the air fight is very confusing and chaotic above substation, but FU... No, that's the Ruin Air clearing up FU Prowlers.
Yeah, Ruin's winning the air fight when they want to.
Okay, Ruin has pulled their forces now into substation. They are outpopping FU, and FU has to hold out here on point until reinforcements arrive.
That's partly air though.
Well, we have a first infantry push with a max, door 1. No one is watching FU now in the lobby. The
That
Max
Max
is
is,
going
very
very
badly
aggressive,
hurt.
but staying alive just right. And the FU hold has been cleared by Rune.
Yeah.
2 minutes on the clock.
Victory has not eluded us. Fight harder.
Lots of action just from the get-go here. So what do we see now?
Your fun mini details. There's a Sky Guard on Granite Head Reactor up on the hill,
Okay.
just sitting there shooting away all day long. That's
So
obviously his mission for the
It
entire
seems
game.
like the Ruin airball is under attack now by FU. The galaxies from Ruin are hovering over the tech plant, while the FU galaxies are next to the mountain on Hydroponics. Hydroponics is still in favor of Ruin, even so the FU is outpopping in 2-1. What's going on? I see a Max and a Max alone. Like, a Max is the only thing supporting this cap here. FU needs to realize this. They need to get in.
So, if you have two independent ground pandas at Bitter Gorge away from the main airball that does some contested ground pounding.
Rise to the moment you can prevail.
Okay. Some stalkers are waiting for their chance to backcap again. So both teams have gone for reinforcing their own territory in overpop. Bitter Gorge is a 50-50 on the off lane right now. Let's see what's going on here.
Tank battle.
Tank battles.
Just about to be. Well, there's small infantry fights. There has been ground pound, but that's just stopped. There's just more FU tanks than there are Ruin tanks. So I
Yeah.
imagine, yeah.
So Ruin is sitting on A with their offlane team, while B and C are FU.
No, they still
No,
got a
not
beacon on
really.
C.
Yeah. It seems
Oh,
like
it's
B
bugs,
is the
one or the other.
home from...
It's
I don't
bugs,
see
it's
any
one-
FUs here. Where...
No, that beacon on C is dead. So we're going to have the fun new
Oh yeah.
feature.
Okay, meanwhile, efforts are being reinforced on Hydroponics. FU is missing the timing here to go for a secure substation. The air battle is being slowly pushed
Granite Head just got
into
flipped.
FU's home territory. And Rune is back on point on substation.
Granite Head, all 3
Hydroponics, I'm
points
sorry.
flipping to FU.
Okay. But that
2-minute
means...
timer.
Oh, that means Rune got backcapped right now on Hydroponics. Okay.
Yeah. However, Ruin's going for Bitter Gorge. They'll get that first. If they're playing the timer game, which looks like they are.
Okay, Rune has a defensive shield bus here on Granite Head, who FU is trying to deal with. It's burning, it's dead. Don't see
Yeah, I'm saying you should come Bitter Gorge first
Yep.
because I think they're playing the timer game.
35 seconds, Rune in full control of Bitter Gorge. FU has to make the move right now. The timers are running against them.
I don't think there's any FU to stop them. There's 1 or 2 guys, but it's not enough.
Is that a ghost beacon there, or...? Yeah, it is.
I
a
think
ghost
one of them's a ghost beacon and one of them's not. The one that's under deployable, I
Yeah,
think, is still alive.
FUs are trying to drop on A, but this is nothing organized at all. It's
No.
just a single drops into... Okay, B point flipping. B will be delayed, but that is not enough. They need more.
Yeah, when it gets down to 5 seconds, 1 point isn't going to do it for you.
Yeah. So Bitter Gorge will change hands.
And then they'll have time. And Granite Head's been stopped as well.
So now territory control is in Rune's favor. Yep. Granite Head has been resolved, which means the next open fight will be a substation.
Ooh, timings. So FU just came to Bitter Gorge after the base was taken.
Ah, that's way too late. Way too late. Running behind timers here right now. Rune is getting ready for the cap on Hydroponics. Like, FU needs to reinforce their efforts on substation to put pressure on the southern lane.
So it certainly looks like, in terms of tank battles, FU's winning it. But
And in the air, it looks like both teams have starved themselves out. Like, there's not much air anymore around.
it's strange because on the southeast, on the tech plant side, I'm just seeing uncontested Ruin ground pound, And on the northern lane, I'm occasionally seeing FU ground pound that's not contested. It's like they're on different parts of the map.
So FU needs to realize holding 1 point is not enough anymore. They need a
But
timer for a
secure-
backup.
Well, FU's plan is secure substation. That's their entire plan.
Yeah, but right
They've
now
got
they
it
are
for 2
sitting on
minutes.
1 point on Bitter Gorge, and Ruin could go for the backup.
Yes, but FU's already on the back cap at Nexus secure substation with 2 minutes to go.
Alright, let's see, what do we have? We have a Max going towards double doors. This will take a bit of time because the way is... Oh no, he's going small.
I've got eyes on an enemy spawn point.
Okay, FU pulled an end. The Max is going very aggressive on the point. Is anti-rep though. Anti-rep went off, he immediately fires suppression and gets C4. FU stays in control, 1 minute 20, looking very nice for them.
Plus they've got good logistics here because they've got a Sunday and that ant. I think the ant actually is not being used to logistics. It might be just used to hold door 2.
Ruin trying another push here on door 1. The Max is low without any NG support.
You will appreciate this FU ant, by the way. It's just sitting looking at door 2 saying, "Thou shall not pass."
Yeah. The Max
now it's
cannot make
moving
any
around.
moves. He's half health, has no support. It's 1 minute to go. I don't see much of a view inside
Yeah.
though.
There's not...
There's barely a squad inside. Where's the
It's disorganized, the
reinforcement?
push, actually, is what I'm seeing. Where is
Yeah.
this top? Oh, it's Dobbs. But they're not on Dobbs, they're downstairs Dobbs.
Yeah, it's like 1.5
They've
squads.
got a long run ahead of them. They're running round
So there's
door
another
1.
3-man ruin squad, 6-man ruin squad. Okay, yeah. They're all going door 1.
Yeah, but it's 30 seconds to go. It's getting a little bit desperate. FU
Ruin
all
air
set up for
above.
this.
So they have time for one push immediately on point. Like the nades need to go in right now. The Max going in very aggressive. Anti-rep immediately applied. 1 deci, 2 decis, he's dead. Very nice use here of anti-rep.
The small stairs flank.
Oh,
is
there's a
catching
push
them.
on small,
stairs
yeah.
flank up them.
Catching a few
Zombies?
off guard on point.
Zombies? This is where FU's logistics is going to kick in
Oh,
because they've got
yes,
storms.
yes. Resnate's going in. Big Resnate battle
Yep,
here on
they're back up.
point.
Competitive planet side, but FU's got a real close one,
Competitive
so they're going to
planet
have medics
side,
coming
but
in.
it looks like a few Ruin will clutch this.
I don't know.
I don't see many Resnates for a few. Yeah. Ruin won the Resnate war, but at what cost? Like, all advances on Slate Canyon and Hydroponics have been denied. At the same time, those timers are ticking against a few right now, while this timer here is ticking against Ruin.
Personally, if I was FU, I would have just pulled some squads off the other bases.
Yes.
That was worth reinforcing.
Yes, yes, that was definitely, that had to be reinforced, this cap here. It was so close. There comes a Valkyrie for a few, but this is just a single dropper. I don't think that will make a difference. FU air
gonna
is
click
coming
some
now
stats.
over the base. But they are focusing all on the ground. They are getting focus fired by Ruin Air. Air battle now over substation. Where's the infantry? Where's the infantry drop for a few here right now? Ruin is back on Hydroponics and on Slate Canyon. And FU is missing their timing here. They are stalling their gals over the tech plant.
Nexus Secure Substation has completely abandoned by Ruin. There's no one on point.
Yes, it's all in the air, all in the sky, and the galaxies are in the air.
I mean, they're
Where is
outside.
FU here? I don't understand this.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. If they just need one dropper, and they could get back on the substation. They're back on substation point.
Yeah, but that is a very weak hold. Like, it's only beacon. Oh no, I see a bus here
Victory has
sitting
not
up. Okay,
eluded us.
But-
Fight harder.
Okay, there's gonna be a fight in like.
oh,
10
this is
seconds.
gonna be, yeah. There's a push on double doors. Rune is already on the ground, back again. The timer
Rune
on this
never-
base is still in favor of a few, but they need to be aware that 2 of their bases are ticking against them.
Oh, okay. FU's committed this time. 64%.
Yeah, they need to commit fully into this, and
Yeah,
then
there's 2 squads
immediately
here, definitely.
and then immediately reinforce their own
With air.
bases.
Now, where's the Ruiner?
Rune Air is on the warp gate. Their Galaxy pair got pushed back and even killed, I believe. They are coming out now of the warp gate and getting focus fired by FU Air.
1 minute to go, and it's the same setup. So the ant
Yep.
on door 2. These gals need to kill off the logistics.
50
Okay.
seconds to go. If Rune has
Oh.
one good push in them.
And Ruin has a oh dear. Yes, that they're no longer in prowlers.
Alright, here comes the setup.
They're in
Rune
fighters.
going in door 1. Double max, immediately C4'd, immediately damaged, no anti-raptor.
Yeah. This isn't
The
gonna
maxes
work the
are
same
going
way
down.
last time. Both maxes dead easy. They've taken big stairs, but
Even an
that's not
orbital
necessarily
has been
helping.
committed by a few here.
There's only a squad left, and that orbital didn't really do much.
They're coming in from small stairs again. Aggressive push here. Does if
Yeah,
you
but
get...
it's not got the. It's only from one side mainly. Okay, here comes the door 2 push.
Oh, they're getting wiped again.
On 2 seconds, 1 second, they're getting any. Ooh.
Resnit's coming out now. Body's on point.
Take every res. Take every res.
They are missing it. They are missing it.
No.
They took. What? Where is the rest of a few here? This is only a squad on point. Where's the rest of them?
And now hydroponics is a big problem.
Yes, because now the timers are definitely against them on their home bases. If you just had to commit everyone for once and not just half of it. This is such a big deal. Ruin now very strong here inside with Max's setup.
Yeah, I mean, if you ruin.
40
And it depends
seconds.
how hard they want to play this map.
There's
They-
even
they-
a
they
cloak
want the whole
bus
piss.
on the immediate vicinity. Timer
Hydroponics
gets
has been
stalled. They
stopped.
need to understand they have to play on the point now. If you over like they chickened out too soon. They thought they had the cap on substation and suddenly there was only one squad left to get it. And one squad was not enough.
This is still infantry fights at secure substation that are not.
Yeah, but this is just right. What FU is doing now is applying 50-50 forces on all the fights and losing them at the same time.
Oh no, hydroponics is back ticking. 9 seconds. You need to head over.
I'm already here. Like I'm
Okay.
seeing this. Like FU Ruin has this one.
And
And
Ruin has won the 50-50 fights on Nexus secure substation again.
Yeah, like those are tactical mistakes in my opinion. Not fully committing. Now they are showing up too late once again. FU is now on the back foot 6-3 with a cut-off tech plan free for grabs for Ruin.
Visual on hostile
FU is
engineer.
trying to commit some forces on double doors, but they are being spotted already.
So it would look like FU's winning some interesting things, but not the overall strategic stuff. That they're winning the tanks. They at least are holding the air. They occasionally are
Yes.
winning the air. But when it comes to one-on-one infantry fights, they're losing those.
So what now FU? You have Slate Canyon ticking against you, your tech plan is cut off, and you have a strong defense on Nexus Secure.
But they didn't get the flip on the tech blank, and hydroponics is ticking now, so they don't have
Yeah.
a connection to tech.
But this is such a major setback time-wise. Like we have 23 minutes remaining. They need to re-establish the southern lane for themselves. Like
It's
all of their
also
forces are over
weird.
here now.
Because like the northern lane is a ghost town, and
Yeah.
occasionally FU is sending a ground pounder up here because they just can. No one's coming up here to challenge them.
The timers are staggered in a way that the moment Nexus Secure substation is secured, Ruin can even take the tech plan for free. Like if FU wants to put pressure onto Ruin, Ruin is dropping in on beacons here right now on hydroponics. They're pushing in on double doors, uncontested. No one is watching them. No one is watching double doors. They're going in.
Ruin has basically abandoned the northern lane.
Small stairs now as well, pressured by Ruin. FU caught with their pants down here, completely
Except for one
sleeping
goes
on the
back up.
timing.
Oh, okay. I got to get this name. Sterlick on Slate Canyon by himself is flipping a point and at least starting timers because, you know, if you're going to completely abandon lane,
FU is
One
being
person.
pushed here on the ground massively. They're losing the hydroponics cap.
Hostile max identified.
what is going on with this air battle? It's confusing.
Enemy heavy nearby.
So
Bravo
it
is
seems
with you.
like FU
Do
dropped
not
the ball
falter.
here, right now. Like, they missed their hydroponics, once again completely get caught unaware that Ruin is actually pushing them from multiple angles. Missed the timing to get on Nexus Secure substation again. Ruin will now flip the tech plant.
And these FU ground pounders, and they have uncontested ground pound on hydroponics, but they're not killing beacons. Okay, so FU's had to respond to Slate Canyon, but I think that Ruin's ahead of them. They've reinforced
Yes.
at the same time.
FU has literally all their forces here in a 60-40 situation and are not on point on hydroponics. Tech plant is ticking for free now. Slate Canyon is under pressure, even if they...
Slate Canyon was actually quite nice. The platoon leader clearly called this very well in that
Yeah.
it was one guy up until the point that FU reinforced it, and then he reinforced it at the same time with more people. So Ruin had reinforced and took it back.
Since it seems like FU is delegating some forces to Slate Canyon,
This air on hydroponics is not helping.
No, the air is definitely not helping. They need more people on the ground. FU is pushing in door 2, door 3. But the timing, like again, it's a 3-minute timer against them. They need to make more out of this. Like, now they have the cap back under control again. They need to move some forces on the tech plant to not lose it. And they need to send forces to Slate Canyon to not lose it. It's rough. Like, this is the moment you need to be really flexible with your squads. Ruin again dropping in here on hydroponics, making some noise on small stairs. Yeah, the air looks fairly starved on both sides. Like, there's not much no decisiveness here in any way. Okay, Ruin prepping here another push on small stairs on hydroponics. 2 maxes committed, 3 maxes committed, door 3. Pincer maneuver. Again, no flank from FU. All they do is sit inside the building. Guys, you need to play outside the building. FU making noise here. Double doors completely run over. FU is pushing now on small stairs. Shooting in the back. Pincer maneuver applied. Very well done by Ruin. Very good coordination between the squads. And another FU wipe.
Whereas on Slate Canyon, it's sort of
You are
equalizing
better
in
than
pop,
this.
but
Show them.
Ruin is just holding on point comfortably.
The FU setups are too simple inside the buildings and outside the buildings. They are not applying too much pressure or try to disrupt Ruin's momentum on the point.
I mean, if you just head over for a second to Slate Canyon,
yeah,
it was until a second ago even pop, basically. But find an FU infantry person anywhere near a door.
so what do I see? Things need to render in. Yeah, if Ruin is all with a 6-man squad, 8-man squad on point.
And FU, if you can find more than 4 or 5 infantry players, then you're doing better than I am.
Yeah. So FU is clearly not committing to the... Well, actually it's 50-50.
It's pop-wise, it's even.
Okay, here comes the one desperate, more or less desperate push. Nades are being committed. They get immediately picked off on the door, 3 down.
Yeah, there's cues that I don't understand. Like, FU has got a Valk that's trying to shoot in the door, but this doesn't do any difference.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
And it's got tanks that are just driving around going, well, we've got vehicle control, but it doesn't matter.
That is a very secure hold here by a Ruin. FU is just going in one by one.
FU's going in 1-by-1, but also the infantry are just massively under popped because there's,
Yeah.
I see 3 or 4 vehicles with pop that are not affecting the point at all.
So we
And
now
that's
go
taken.
into the phase where Ruin is completely strangling FU from
Well,
any...
hydroponics is still ticking, but it's yeah. Now they get to the home base, it's going to get
yeah,
exciting.
like this, the Ruin Gals are sitting on the hill at the warp gate. Pincer maneuver is already on the way right now. This time it got disrupted. Double doors again under control from Ruin. Good rotation here from FU. Just don't run straight in. There was good rotation from FU, so they will... If they had done this in the first try, they would have gotten the base.
But also Ruin is just faster, so that's like Canyon pop has just jumped, has already on Nexus Omega, and the FU pop is still on Slate Canyon.
They are going for the finisher. I mean, yeah, FU definitely has to get this cap through and start the triple, like the 3-point bases. And now these people need to go back towards their home base. Interesting enough, the tech plant is still cut off, so FU has sent some people there to disrupt the free cap for Ruin. The southern lane is the decisive lane for FU here right now. While for Ruin, they have more than enough time to go for the stranglehold on the home base. Ruin another push committed on hydroponics, but it looks like this will be too late with 4 seconds on the clock. Yeah.
In fact, did it make sense for Ruin to have abandoned hydroponics a little earlier?
Yeah, they
Just
should have
to
gone
reinforce
and just
Omega.
said, yeah, take it, I don't care. So FU is sitting on Granite Head Reactor. They are trying to stop the tech plant. FU has to do a real struggle here. They need to take this point on their home base. Best case scenario in underpop. And that's very rough against Ruin. Ruin is doing a very good job to disrupt FU from grouping up. Lots of air for FU. All of that stuff, guys, this air, you don't need ground pounders here. You need infantry, you need shooters. So the powerhouse on both sides is in Ruin favor. Ruin is getting
And
a
I'm
bit
stuck in the
baited.
building, so I might need to have to leave and rejoin.
No. Speed yourself up as much as you can, and then from the get-go press shift and go forward. And then you zoom out of the building.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Spotted a hostile medic.
Aaron faces that issue at minimum once. Okay, so Ruin's hold here is very solid right now because FU is not committing many force multipliers.
Ruin. If you do know their choose though, they have got a Banshee on this back door.
Enemy infiltrator spotted.
They just need to take advantage of it.
So, okay, Ruin has split their pop. They have... Wait, where is FU pop then? Like, okay, they are committing to Omega. Ruin is back in control on hydroponics and
Hydroponics, yeah.
taking it. Like, Ruin is doing a very good job keeping these 50-50s in their favor. Basically, in these 50-50 situations, it comes down to individual gameplay and tactics of the respective squad leaders.
Hostile engineer. Enemy map.
Rise
Yeah, I
to
mean,
the
Omega
moment you
doesn't-
can prevail.
Maybe it's somewhere I'm not looking. Oh, there was a small split. Okay.
Enemy heavy spotted.
The FU push gets dismantled
Yeah,
here by
FU
Ruin.
from the eastern side seems they've got the people there. They just need to push now. In fact, they're pushing now. They're getting on point.
Yeah, but this is Ruin has more than enough forces still left alive here.
Well, FU needs to get off the middle of the floor, which is not a
Yeah,
good place
don't
to
stand
be.
in the middle, people. The contest range
And
is
stop pushing
big
when
enough.
you've got 2 health.
Ruin is not yet flipping.
No.
Okay, here comes FU
Yeah, no.
from the west side, southeast
No,
side.
no, FU's got this.
Yeah. But 3 minutes on the clock.
You are better than this. Show
Yeah,
them.
FU's just FU's playing for the win. They're going hydroponics and satcom, and then they'll come back for a meg later.
I don't see that pop though. What I see is over pop for Ruin on those bases. All forces have been committed by FU on this base.
Yeah, hydroponics uncontested. Satcom's gonna go to.
Ruin is bunching up on door 1
FU.
on the southeast side. Getting ground pounded now. Pushing in, let's see how far they can go.
Southeast side has actually got a push from Ruin. Coordinated
That's
push.
where I am. Ah, nice Desi
Now
on the
with the
mix.
focus source, northwest and southeast,
And
they're
they're
gonna
back in
pincer them.
control.
The synchronized
Ruin is
push there.
pressuring FU non-stop. There's no pause in between, which is very nice by Ruin. It's a very good flow on their side with how they do things.
Quick air battle update. The answer is it's quite close on the air still.
Spotted a hostile medic.
Possibly FU taking control of it again.
FU is coming in from the southeast. It seems like both teams favor the southeast side. They're rotating over now. Yeah, Ruin rotated with way more people. Basically the whole team almost.
Well,
And
FU have a Sunday underneath, which is why they're coming for the southeast.
Location of enemy spawn point.
Let's see, is anything happening on the north side of the base?
And FU
Bruno is with you.
have got
Not
tanks
faltering.
doing tank things against no vehicles that I can
It's
see.
right now very one-dimensional what FU is doing, always going from that southeast
I
direction.
get the feeling that few have got people with assigned roles that do that one role, and that Ruin have got people that rotate roles. So, like, Ruin has just gone, well, everyone infantry, please, because the tanks are dead now.
Ruin hacked the AA turrets on top and are now using them to fend off the FU air.
I mean, whether the air's doing anything to them is another matter.
Okay, where do we see an FU, a big FU push? Where is it going here right now? Yeah, the disruptive
Oh, it's just one
movements.
infiltrator doing that, but yeah, I mean, it's worth it for the annoyance.
Yes. The disruptive movements are very good here for Ruin. They know how to annoy people
Enemy
to make
engineer
them
spotted.
frustrated. And frustrated people don't think that much with how they approach things and just go straight in with their head through the wall. And if that wall has Ruin written on it, then that's a very tough wall. 2 minutes 20 to go.
I'm seeing a lot more individual pushes from FU
Yes,
now.
yes, it's very disorganized by FU right now. I'm trying to catch a good, like,
Oh, here we go. No, there is a push again from the southeast side.
once again southeast, so through the powerhouse, I guess. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
The Nexus are coming. Ruin is ready and waiting.
Well, they had guys on the roof watching it, so they probably pulled it out.
Orbital committed to this
Orbital
push.
on them, yeah. That's probably a good orbital.
A bit far away though, the Maxes will probably stay alive. Yep, a few Maxes barely stay alive. At least one, no, two, both stayed alive.
I
Oh,
bet
there is
in
a-
terms of-
there is
the
a
push
knifer!
the
Oh
push
my
has been
god.
destroyed by it, though.
That Ruin Knifer almost killed the entire support for the Max. Now the Max needs to carry here. The Max needs to go in and kill.
Well, you've got your NGs, go for it,
Counter
Max.
orbital, that is surprising.
Oh, Knifer's back up and down again.
They, that FU Max
That Max.
is
FU Max
barely
is
alive.
still alive
Don't
somehow.
go there! What
Oh,
are you?
okay.
Oh.
Spotted a hostile engineer.
Well,
People, a lesson for everyone. If you have a sliver of health left on a Max, don't push enemies.
Enemy medic.
okay, Max push from frontal.
Yep,
Straight in.
Max is committed here. FU is
Yeah,
running
no,
them
it's
over.
working, it's working. So Ruin don't seem to have any long-term logistics, which is what's meaning that they don't get the entire way through. But I'm sure they'll fly back in.
So hydroponics will be at 0 in 5 seconds. We have 7 minutes remaining.
What's going on SATCOM? How is that not ticking with that pop?
Yeah, like if the offlaners on FU are doing a very good job to keep alive whatever FU has remaining on the southern side. So whoever that is, very good job in playing the offlane game.
JKN Junko is the FU that is absolutely tying a lot of pop-up.
Spotted a hostile engineer.
So Glenn, can we have some stats so I can check whether this actually works now or not?
I have been clicking the buttons, so hopefully you've been seeing them.
Oh shit, no, I didn't see them again.
Okay, top killers. Ruin has Max Ush with 86 kills. And FU
Oh, I see
has
them now.
Incubus with 54 kills.
Okay, it is working.
Enemy max spotted.
Nice.
We got vehicle kills.
So is it quite infantry focused then? What does the meta say?
What am I clicking here?
There should be something like
Oh, yes. So this seems to be the reverse sides when I'm looking at it. But Ruin has 1,333 infantry
Show
kills,
them.
and FU has 836 infantry kills. Vehicle kills are in 200s basically. FU's 174 and Ruin's 247. And the revives are dead even.
Ruin back in control here. They are not letting a few off at all. 2 minutes remaining. The tech plan seems to be falling right now. FU offlane team is on the nanite reactor, but the main team for FU needs to commit now on the defense of this space. Another FU push from the southeast. Oh, I shouldn't go that fast.
FU is overcommitting on air again.
Yeah, I think so as well. There's too much stuff in vehicles that is not needed in vehicles. Ruin has a very safe hold here on point right now, and the timer is just ticking down second by second.
And even though there's all of that air, it's not killing these gals. I mean, I don't understand what they're actually doing.
If you're trying to push in now, have a shield that they can play on and off against it.
Yeah, if you've got it again.
But you're saying it right again. Like the timer is going slower and more and more down. I'm wondering actually where Ruin has their spawn to be able to commit like this all the time.
I think it dies. I mean, any spawn that I bloody hope it dies, given the amount of tanks that are flying around. It would be very surprising if they. I gotta pop out this bubble now. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I mean, there's just Prowlers driving around the place. I don't know where it would be if it's. Yeah, they drive something in, but it will die.
So yeah, we have 3.5 minutes left on this. FU is holding on. I can't go through shield bubbles. Oh, there comes the push from Ruin.
Hostile max
Yeah,
identified.
Ruin are just bulking in again. Bulking and galling.
Enemy medic in the area.
They don't need. That's the hard spawns they're using. And whenever they want to be able to do this, they seem to be able to. They're able to fly in.
Yeah. Okay, good
I mean-
rotation here from FU, counter pushing the Ruin push with the max. The positioning is very bad for the max though. Oh, yep, he's getting dismantled. Ruin now second wind on door 1.
Ruin air is. We've now switched to Ruin air being uncontested. It's like FU's air's gone to ground now.
Yeah, it seems like they don't want to lose this one, which theoretically they can't. Like, we should be past the 2:30 mark, even if Ruin gets control of the point. So
well, in that case, they should be all in.
they
on,
should
like
go all in on Granite Head.
they can't hydroponics ticking.
No, Granite Head is ticking, for me at least. On the
Oh,
map.
okay.
Enemy medic in the area.
Like, even if Ruin gets this point now, it doesn't matter.
No,
Like,
no, Granite Head's not ticking.
Granite Head is not ticking? 1 minute 40?
Nope.
Rise to the
hate
moment
that
you
fuck.
can prevail.
Well, there go my dreams. I thought that the offlane team actually had a cap on Granite Head.
No, the
I was
offlane team
deceived.
was one guy on the tech plant. He was really, really pulling his weight. He was causing Ruin to send a whole squad after him.
So, if you try to remember, when was the time that FU basically gave this game away? Because in the
Well,
beginning they were
Nexus Secure
leading.
Substation. Nexus Secure Substation when they didn't reinforce that properly.
Yeah.
But they, that, you know, with 1 minute to go on the clock, they got logistics in. They could have redeployed from everywhere to that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you still have the home base to go, and it's still exciting, but it was their play.
Yeah, with the Nexus substation fail, all the timers now ticked against them, and he slowly but surely got.
But I think it's the more meta point is the transitions. It looks like Ruin has got people that are willing to go from one domain to another domain, and
Yeah.
if you've got people that are staying in. And now people are just farming.
Yeah, those are the last seconds.
Spotted a hostile medic.
Spotted an enemy heavy. Hostile light assault trooper spotted.
Top killers again.
20 seconds on the clock.
Top people heads.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby. Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby. Enemy medic in the area. Spotted an enemy heavy.
GG.
Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
My fault.
GG indeed.
Eyes open. Enemy heavy. Spotted a hostile medic.
Well,
Ruin
if you
is
had a
taking
plan,
this.
Enemy
Eyes
heavy
open, enemy
spotted.
heavy.
didn't pay off.
Yeah, I was really hoping FU would spiral out of control for Ruin with the substation cap. It's very unfortunate that it didn't work. Let's watch FU doing the lines on Sanctuary while we're waiting for our interview partners. Let's switch over to PSP TeamSpeak, Lynn.
Done. Sini, you're still muted. Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
Mograk is waiting in TS. I don't know. That's not us.
Where did
There's
you go?
FU. Sal's here. He's waiting in Welcome to Jaeger.
I sent him the channel PV. I hope he reads Discord. And once again, chat knows best. They knew that Ruin will take this win, and I have lost a lot of channel points.
I did okay on that one.
Of course you did. So while we wait for our interview partners,
Should I DM it to Sal?
yeah, try to DM it again. Okay, it seems like Morgreg is as well one of the candidates. I hope I get my Russian partner that I contacted before.
So Mograk is the one we're
Yeah,
looking
Morgreg
for?
is one of the few guys.
He's here as well. He's just turned up as well.
Okay. Well, what's going on here? What kind of line is this? Please. Order.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
User
Hello.
Sal.
joined your channel.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Ooh,
Morak.
boy, that was a fun match.
So let's see. Both of you are here. Now we need our Ruin partner. Where is he?
The Creeper up top.
Yeah, I
Don't
just
know.
sent him the channel password.
Nice.
With the follow on, did you do it on stream?
User
No.
joined your channel.
There is Creeper. He is the representative of Ruin, which means we at least have minimum one out of both teams. Well done, gentlemen and ladies, depending on. Congratulations. That was a very intense match. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time because there was non-stop action from you two. Maybe starting with FU. That was a very tough but also very close match. Like, do you have already an understanding when it turned against you? Because in the beginning you actually came out ahead of Ruin, right?
Yeah, we got Bitter Gorge and the tech plant in the opener, if I recall correctly. I'd say losing hydroponics was probably the moment where we really started to. I don't know. It's quite hard to recall things because when you're platoon leading or leading a tool on Nexus, the heat of the moment can really fog your memory. But I'd say when we lost hydroponics, I think I'd have to go back and watch the streams. But I think that was probably a turning point. Do you have anything to add, Sal?
Yeah, I was alpha lead, and we tried to keep offensive pressure on Nexus Secure substation as long as we could. We were trying to hold out there and basically play the old timer race. But as soon as I saw that back cap had come through on our hydroponics, I knew that we were starting to struggle. Then I think we both played a really amazing match, though. It was a ton of fun. So full credit to Ruin. They played a fantastic game.
GG Ruin.
Yeah.
Definitely. Then let's ask Creeper, how did you experience this match? Was it tougher than you expected in the beginning? Creeper, I believe this is push to talk if I'm not totally wrong. So.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I hope you can hear me now. Yeah,
Yes.
First of all, I wanted to thank our opponents for a great match, and I think I want to went right away about the opener, as it was obviously not the way we expected, because losing the tech plant was not according to our plans. For the squad that was defending there for 1 minute, it was fine, but on the other, they were not really fine. Although, as you might have noticed, that we mostly committed to the middle base for the opener, so at least that one paid up.
So, when did you realize that this match will be in your favor? Like, was there a moment when you knew now we got them?
I think it was after taking the Bitter Gorge, if I recall correctly, the middle base on the left, because after we lost in the opener, we needed something to get back in our foot and our fit, and I think keeping that 3-pointer base was a fine addition to our collection, if I may say so.
Indeed, like absolutely right. We were also watching the Bitter Gorge retake from you guys. That doesn't happen that often on the offlane. Once the offlane actually gets decided, it stays like that most of the time. So very nice to see actually a recap on that one. Ruin, you guys had a surprising amount of wave after wave when it came to the home base of FU. Like, there was non-stop pressure that you applied towards FU's home base. How did you do that? Like, we saw the occasional Valkyrie, but we also saw Maxes committed from you guys wave after wave. So was there a cloak bus that you had somewhere, or I couldn't wrap my head around that one. Did you flew them in with galaxies?
Well, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. From what I recall, There was initial attack of one squad, which just dropped there via Valkyrie or some other option. And only when the second squad came, they pulled up the Stealth Sandy from somewhere and pulled Maxis. I think when after that, when our two squads were fighting on the FU Nexus, my squad dropped, and we sort of made a clutch and got back on point. So it was just us constantly increasing the number of people that we committed to the Nexus. I think that was the reason why we had that many clutches and changes for the point on the Nexus base.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well then, one last question from my side for FU. If you had the chance to turn back time to a specific moment where you would say you can turn it around, what moment would that be?
I probably would have committed less to Nexus Secure than I had, and as PL send more to defend, especially more A to G flex to defend Bitter Gorge and Hydroponics. But I'll have to, as I said before, I'll have to go back and watch it to find a defining moment.
All right. And my last question for Ruin, did you get any insight? Like, do you take anything towards the next match out of this match? Did you realize you need to improve on some stuff, or have you understood what your strengths are, for example?
Well, our main strength that could have been seen from this match, I think, the opener for the middle base, although we definitely need to work up for the tech plant cap because we saw that we actually lost it, and that's something we need to work through. One more thing I would say is that we should have committed more vehicles to the enemy Nexus, because when we lost all of our stable spawn options, we only had to rely on drops and beacons, which on some occasion worked, but in the end we got pushed out on the Maxis and didn't manage to cap the base.
Very nice insights. Thank you very much. Glenn, do you have anything else?
So FU, your opener went very well. Was that how you planned on taking the tech plant, or was it just reacting to what's on the map?
No, the only thing that didn't go according to plan, from what I could see, was Granite Head, obviously, because we lost it in the opener. But we had planned to hold the underground point on Granite Head for a lot longer than what actually happened in the match.
Yeah, because I mean, taking 2 out of 3 is still very good going.
Yeah,
true.
The opener went very nicely. It was a pleasant surprise to see how that went. It was very good. But I think just generally, Ruin's quality in infantry and air was just superb tonight.
That's
where we struggled the most. They were just extremely good in those realms, and we couldn't move around the map as much as we would have liked because of that. So fair play. They did very well in those areas.
And to Ruin, you did a remarkably good job with rotating people from to air to ground and not just staying in one of those domains. Is that something that was planned as well, or was it just reacting to the situation?
What said was a reaction to the situation, because initially we should have had only one squad in the air with some, of course, galaxies to support infantry and air at the same time, but we had to switch occasionally from infantry to vehicles to give some insights for enemy Sandys and destroying them. Overall, I think it was occasionally more individual play style rather than all planned beforehand strategy.
And there's one final one. I've forgotten his name, but I did give him a call out during the stream. There was one FU player that single-handedly kept re-tapping the tech plant and kept it ticking until Ruin sent an entire squad to go, no, this guy must die now.
Yeah, Junko's one of our shitters. He gets on a base and he just sticks there. So yeah, big credit to Junko. He played a really good game.
That's all my questions.
Very nice. I'm watching right now the results of the other games who have all concluded right now. So FFS has won against OHB very decisively according to the points, and it looks like FFS will be our next enemy. LPS has won against C, the Cobalt crew. Didn't get as many points as FFS in their game. And then we have Dicty winning against Chimp. Also not that many points accumulated. There seems to have been a bit of a struggle, but yeah, I mean still quite a lot of points in total. And yeah, the other one was the ghost match from yesterday. KOTV, of course, won against Dick because Dick is boycotting Outfit Wars. All fair game. So yeah, I'm very interested in how the matchups will look like in the third round, which will particularly for us and FRMD be very painful. Yeah, thank you very much, gentlemen, for the interview and for your impressions and insights. And yeah, I would say GG to everyone involved.
GG's.
GG's, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, and with that, we will conclude this round of Outfit Wars. We will see and hear each other in round 3. Until then, guys and girls, have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever, and stay tuned.
User disconnected from your channel.